Thank you, Michael, for being with us. Could you please start with your full name? Michael
Zulsk-Janowski.
Zulk-Janowski. Thank you. So, thank you for accepting this interview. We would like to ask you, what is your ideal and your values that inspire you in your work?
Well, a thing like ideal is very separated from values. So an ideal is something in the future. It's like you strive to achieve an ideal or something to strive for. And that's not how I operate as a human being and as an artist. So I work with intuition, emotions, inspiration, and that's very connected to the moment in which you live. So I have no ideal or ideals. So I try to make the best of the moment I'm in to produce a product. And to that product comes certain values which I very clearly have in my mind. For example, one of the most important values of my work has to be that it can communicate with other people. So that it's a work of art that's not only of value to me, but mostly to all the other people. That's the purpose of the art. So you have art you can call me art, and there's art you can call we art. The me art is the artist who produces a product that has signification only for him or her, and maybe for other people, but that's not of any interest to that kind of artist. But the we artist only wants to make of which the artist is sure that it will be shared and will be of value to other people. So that's the most important value that I use when I make my work. Another value, of course, is that it has to be of technical quality, that it has to be presented in a certain way that it's effective. But those are like secondary values. But the main value is that it has to be fit to communicate.
Okay, wonderful. How do you build a coherence between your knowledge and your vision of the world? Between what you know and what you see outside of you?
Well, again, I'm immediately wondering what is that then, to have knowledge? Because everything is in movement. So what you know today can be different tomorrow. So if you have like a set of a set of knowledge and you stick to that, you stop your process of growing and moving in life and becoming more complete as a human being. So you can also experience things and not put that like in a box with a name on it, this is my knowledge. But to experience it in the moment and to enjoy it or to have other emotions connected to it. And then that's what it was. And then something new will come. And that's important for me to do, to be in this movement, that all the time knowledge comes to me. So it's not like it's a box with knowledge on which it's based. It's more that the knowledge makes me grow into a more complete human being, and that my interconnection with life and with people and the earth is based on that having become more complete. And what was the other thing? It was knowledge and cohesion.
And your vision of the world.
But that again, a vision of the world that can change. It's not like a fixed thing, like my vision of the world is this and that. A vision of the world is very inspired by the things that happen, the things you experience, and also your growing, your own growing process. Like I had to learn, for example, not to be judgmental. Judgmental, that's a way of having knowledge that's fixed. Because you think from standard knowledge and you measure new situations or new people or new experiences to this standard knowledge. But that puts you like in a kind of spiritual prison. So if you can let that go, being judgmental, then you're open to experiences and it makes you grow and you go on.
Thank you. So the third question. The world is unifying above frontiers in a collective and global awareness. How do you participate in this movement that tends to unify the world as one family?
Yes, that's very, very true. And not too many people know that, actually. And not too many people live from that knowledge. Because if you understand this, then you can act upon it. And that's the future of the world. This unification of certain aspects of being a human being, that's our hope, and that's our hope for creating a better world and a more harmonious world. So I'm very focused on being connected to that level of consciousness. So one of the awful things I do is when I meet people who are not on that level, I'm very quickly moving on because I'm wasting my time. But when I find people who are on that level of consciousness, then something beautiful can come into existence, because you inspire each other, you know, and it's not competition. It is, how can we build together something very beautiful? So that I use then in my work. So there are all kinds of projects I've been doing which were coming from this sharing with other people, and then together with other people creating something that helps this particular process that you were describing.
Thank you.
Well, you found it out.
We want to know how other people do it. We were wondering, as a last question, as a bonus question, if you would have an advice to share with the people who watch this video on what makes you happy, what makes you, what puts you into this space of awareness of the world being unified and living as one family.
Yeah, well, it's you have to grow into that. It's not that rationally you can understand this and make the decision, okay, I'm going to join that way of living and thinking. It doesn't work like that. You really have to grow into that. And that growing process, of course, is for each person different. And it can come from different ways. There's not only one way to get there. But what is essential for whatever way you choose to grow into that level of awareness and improve that level of awareness is to be true to yourself. That's the key to be able to reach that level, whatever way you choose. So if you are authentic and you're true to yourself, you are honest to yourself, then you can manage to get there.
To go from the I to the we.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to have this dialogue.
Thank you.